Coo 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 coo. Hey, welcome to the Canadian Zangief Great White North. We're here today to celebrate Canada's 150th birthday, and to celebrate, I figured I'll have a beer. Really miss these stubby bottles, eh? So, as a part of our celebration for our 150th anniversary in Canada, we're gonna do a game room tour. Can't remember if I've done one of those before, but figure it'd be something we can enjoy together. Like, yeah. So, let's just get into it. Okay, my game room's in the basement, eh? So it's gonna go down there together. Got this idea here from Thrift Dweller Nate, another Canadian. I'm sure he's celebrating today. So we'll come back over there, but this is the main game room here. Installed this recessed shelf here, you know. Nice Nintendo sign up top. Got all my Vita games. I still got a lot of room here, you know. Lots of room to fill up. I love the Vita. Lots of great titles. Then we got the 3DS. We got the 2D, the DS, all my Genesis and the UGCs. And then we got some Wii. The way still got some room to grow here. GameCube and I got some Dreamcast. I got recased in orange DVD cases. And then we just turn over here slightly. We've got some posters up. And up top here we got my PS4 games. You know, I try to keep it pretty minimal. I'm a big fan of the Dark Souls kind of stuff. Got PS3. That's all I'm ever going to get for PS3. I don't want a lot of it. And we got the Game Boy Advanced games all recased in DS cases. Got my Sega Master System. I just put them in just these protector boxes and then used an old retro label maker to put labels on the spine. I thought it looked kind of cool. Get in there, you. And then over here in cassette cases we got my PC Engine and TurboGrafx 16 stuff. I put them in cassettes and put little playing card holders to keep the cards inside of them nice and good. Fits pretty nice. And we got Game Boy and Game Boy Color. And we got a whole bunch of Game Gear, once again in DS cases. Then we got PlayStation games all the way across, PlayStation 2 across, Xbox Classic. Now these are not your standard Xbox Classic cases. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's actually more of a vibrant green, so it shows up a little bit better. I ordered them the same time I got the orange ones, so it was like a double thing. And up top here we got my Slime speaker, my custom arcade Atari controller, which I'll be happily using for the Retron 77 or the Polymega when it finally comes out. Got some Xbox One, got a Titanfall pop figure, got some 360, we got some Atari 2600 cases, but there's nothing in here. I've decided I don't want to case these in UGCs. I want to just have them loose, so I have them all this down here. Here, this Atari Creep 2600 game, which has Phoenix inside, my favorite game for the Atari. Then up top here we got more UGCs, Super Famicom right across. And then below we got Super Nintendo right across, and again, And I got some more room to grow again for the Super Nintendo. Having a hard time finding a lot of them lately, and I just don't want to do too much filler. Over here we got the Famicom games across, going into Nintendo, and that goes all the way down. And that's the majority of the games I have. You know, it's not a crazy amount. I think I'm at somewhere like 700 games. You know, it takes up a lot more space with the UGCs, but I can't get over how they look. So on top of all these cases, I've got some like little figures and stuff. Got a nice plastic Nintendo sign here that Mrs. Zangief gave me. And we got my buddy Zangief here. And we got some Krillin, and we got a little Batman guy. Got some SD Gundams, a little Minecraft Mother, Mr. Saturn. Got some Halo. I love these NECA figures. They're awesome. I really wish I could get the Friday the 13th retro NECA. And now there's something from the Atari Creep here. We got my awesome Kefka, custom made for me by Get Stuffed, a local toy maker kind of thing in the area. Me and Mrs. Zangief made that together. That's pretty fun. My favorite Transformer, Ironhide. I really got to get some more frames like this for my other posters. I think it looked really nice. This was a pretty sweet God of War NECA. It was cheap too. It was only like 40 bucks. And of course, it's got Sans skeleton and the Great Papyrus. Got my custom Super Nintendo arcade controller. Unfortunately, something's gone wrong in the wiring on it, and I'm gonna have to open it up and fix it for some reason. I did a really sloppy wiring job. I gotta clean it up. Hang my PlayStation headset off a decommissioned ASCIIWare PS1 controller. So it's just screwed down to the wall. It just holds it. Found it got it at Goodwill, and it didn't work. It was only a couple bucks, so I figured it'd look pretty sweet on the wall there. Have my X-Bone controllers and my PlayStation controllers mounted on the wall, right next to my chair. Underneath here, next to the chair, I keep all my rechargeable controllers and stuff, just to keep it out of the way. Also, all the cords are fed through the back, and so any kind of portables I need to charge just plug right next to me right here too. Behind my guest chair, got two guest chairs in here, storing all my Guitar Hero stuff just because they don't need to be really in the way. Dreamcast keyboard, you know, some bongos, stuff that doesn't need to be out all the time. On the wall I have put up little mounted trays to hold up all my handhelds. Some of this I haven't done reviews on yet, so some of it might be spoilers. So we got Game Gear, the limited edition 3DS that was for Black Friday. I really wanted the regular, you know, sized one. I didn't want the XL size, so that was the only time I could get it other than importing from Japan. Got my Arduino boy, my trusty cassette player. I love this thing. My review I just did for this, the BitBoy FC Mini, my two Revos, Mario DS, my backlit Game Boy Color, Steam controller, mouse for my Steam Link, a GB Boy, which I just got for the heck of it. It's like a knockoff Game Boy Pocket. And here we go, Game Boy Pocket, my GB Boy Color, love that thing. My orange GBA Advanced, DMG Game Boy, my Nest 30 wireless controller, Hyperkin's Superboy S, which is pretty awesome. Just doesn't want to sit upright all the time. Mattel Electronic Baseball, Battleship, my new 3DS XL, which I don't really use too much anymore because I like my smaller one, PSP. And up here I keep a bunch of my controllers all in a big long mounted row. You know, we got the GameCube, we got Dreamcast, got the Wiimotes and everything in the corner, NES controllers, and my Zangief PS3 wireless, Hyperkin, Retro Freak. We got a custom controller from the Atari Creep. It's awesome. Super NES, you know, that kind of stuff on the wall. I got mounted wheels, another Guitar Hero thing that it's decommissioned, broken. Up top here, got my pocket chip and some of these cheap Ultimate players, you know, for can't even remember the name of the company anymore. At Games, that's it. The Atari one and the Genesis one. Yet another Game Gear. You know, I like Game Gear. Gift from Neptune Joe for Armada, one of my favorite Dreamcast games. Multiplayer, plays cassettes, records, and CDs. Love the thing. Below I just keep my auxiliary controllers, stuff that doesn't fit on the wall. Xbox Classic controllers and little extra odds and ends and stuff like that. Behind here I keep all my boxes hidden. In here it's just some records that I have. Don't have very many, but yeah. Great White North, Bob and Doug McKenzie. Up here I have all my cassettes that I play in that player. You know, a lot of people used to not think it's certainly collectible again, cassettes, but that's mostly what I was listening to when I was growing up. You know, I'm like 36, so records were kind of on the out, cassettes were in, and DVDs were just barely coming on the scene, or DVDs, CDs. So that's what I got. And here we got the main entertainment side. We got my TV, webcam for streaming, and we got Retron 5. We got the Retro Freak multi-console. That's a Japanese Retron 5 pretty much. Power base converter, my custom Cigari. This is probably going to go just on display. I'm probably not going to use it much anymore once the upscaled Atari stuff comes out. And we got my PS4. And below here, we got my Xbox One, we got my backwards compatible PlayStation 3. Underneath here, we have my Steam Link, just tucked away. Underneath here, we have my PlayStation TV tucked away, playing PS Vita games on the TV. Over here, we've got my Xbox Classic. It's hooked up with MAME, so I can play arcade games on it. Got my Wii here and my Dreamcast, and that's for the most part the entirety of my little game room here. And the adjacent room here, this is where I do all my editing and everything like that. It's like my little computer room. So here I got an old retro TV just in case I gotta test some old RF stuff. You know, my retro bomb box that I get filled up once a month. A little bit of manga. I'm not a big manga collector, but inside here I roll this whole thing over. This is for my Xbox. It's the Tank Stick arcade controller. It's like got 2 players on it. It's super awesome. I got a crazy deal on it a few years ago. Just plug it in and have some friends over and play a lot of arcade together. And here, just like a junk freaking bookcase here. This is a total disaster over here. It's like my computer and printer. And sitting here playing Steam games and recording it with my Darkest Dungeons recording. Sit here and play it. Here I got this not too long ago. This is a Windows 98 laptop. Great for playing all the old computer games since Retron backed out of the x86. And I got a standee here for Heavensward, Final Fantasy 14. And yeah, that's pretty much the game room. So yeah, thanks for watching, eh? And we'll catch you next time. Cheers. Oh wait. Cheers. Happy Canada Day.